Hello, this is part 9 of my Blueprints 8 Dare Challenge series. I'm recording this same day as my part 8. I just am so excited by how part 8 went that I really want to keep playing. I had a couple of big accomplishments last time. The biggest things were finding the foundation and also using the power hammer to break the walls in the greenhouse and the secret garden. So I'm kind of on a really good streak here. I've had some really good days. The main thing still holding me back is, of course, my dares. So the main issue is I'm not allowed to enter any room more than 3 times, and I am not allowed to use any elevators. So both of those things on their own are like tolerable, like I can work with them. It's actually been going pretty well with that first one. I feel like I'm doing a good job at keeping track of my path through the manor and not stepping foot in any room more than 3 times, but the issue is it makes backtracking very hard. And so if I want to go back out to the grounds at any point, suddenly it's very difficult to do that, meaning that I can't really viably get to the underground and then go back into the manor after getting the basement key. So I kind of need to either get rid of that or get rid of the elevator restriction so I can use the foundation. So it's great that I found a shelter first thing here. I'm going to be looking for a dare experiment here and then hoping that it gets rid of one of the dares that's giving me trouble. Last couple times I've gotten experiments, it didn't have this dare as an option, so I'm glad to see that it does this time. As for which trigger to choose, this is a little bit tough. I'm gonna choose this one. It seems like it would probably be the most consistent. And we'll just roll with that and see what happens. So just heading back into the house now. Let's get started on drafting. Sledgehammer is good. It did occur to me that one other thing that honestly didn't even cross my mind before that I could be doing is I could be gathering the microchips outside and getting the what's it called? The satellite dish activated, and then I could actually get some better experiment triggers. So if I happen to find the shovel, then I could go do that. Great Hall. I think I'll make this standard. It can be a little bit of a trap if you don't have an easy way of opening all the doors, but it is a really good room to be able to find when you need it. Music room. Not a huge fan of this room just because of the 2 gem cost, but it can be good. I'm gonna leave that at unusual. I don't really want to change it. Dark room, I am rarely ever happy to see this, especially with the fact that I'm not allowed to draft the den. That's one of my dares, and so blind picking at any point is very risky. I'm going to set that to rare. I just don't want to see the dark room ever. The only thing I do like about it is if you manage to turn the lights back on, there's a pretty good chance you can find a battery pack in there. But I'm okay with the downside of not having that. So I have no keys right now, so this is not the right time for a Great Hall yet, for sure. this point, I could go back and do the bedroom. The other thing that I'm going to need if I want to get the satellite dish going is a burning glass, so I do have to keep that in my mind too. I'm going to need a sledgehammer and a shovel to get the microchips, but also a burning glass to use them. Just trying to decide which way to go. I could backtrack now. I could go through the spare room or through the parlor. I think I'll go through I'll go through the bedroom first. That minimizes the number of times I have to step in the chapel. Here, I suppose I might as well just loop around to the right. I could go up to... That's kind of a tough choice. I'll go up. Then hallway facing left is pretty good, since I've got paths to the right already. Going to be looking for a garage here. I'm thinking of maybe taking billiard room here. Effectively, it would be a dead end since I am not allowed to draft to the south. But I do need keys. My other option would be security to go north, but I don't really need to because I can go north out of the hallway instead. And minus 5 is 5, times 4 is 20. 7 minus 3 is 4, times 5 is 20, divided by 2 is 10. 12 plus 4 is 16, minus 5 is 11, times 2 is 22, divided by 11 is 2. Secret garden key is pretty good. As I mentioned, I did break down the wall in there, so I have access to 2 antechamber levers in that room. Pantry into garage would be pretty good here, and then I can start backtracking. Perfect. Or, I mean, I could West Wing Hall, but I think the garage is probably more valuable. I have no keys still, so I'm gonna really need those soon. So now I go through the spare room, and I could just take another dead end here. I'm honestly debating closet versus boudoir. Like, boudoir is really good too, but I don't really want to waste the door, so I'm gonna take the closet. Yeah, like this is pretty much strictly worse than what I would have gotten in boudoir, but that's alright. Got the dead end out of the pool, which is always good. Only one statement is false, only one statement is true. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Why do I feel like I had this one already? Okay, so the gems can't be in black because that would be a paradox. Let's say they're in blue. So this could be true or false. That makes it a little tricky. If only one statement is false, and we're saying that this one is true? If this is true and there's only one false, then the false statement would be... Oh, why is this breaking my brain a little bit? I've also heard that some of these where it only mentions the gems once, oftentimes that means that they're actually in that box, or whichever box it's referencing, so that since there wouldn't be a way to distinguish between the other two boxes. So let's just say two statements are false. Which would they be? It would be this one and this one, which would mean the gems are in a box with a true statement, which would be this one. I mean, I like that logic. That works to me, so I'm going for it. Okay. Phew. So I can't draft this room here because of my dares, so I really just need to go north into the foundation. I can go here. Commissary is great there. I can get some more items. Something with a lot of doors would be good here, I think. If I could get back over to the east side of the house. I'm thinking passageway here. I don't really want to spend all my keys on the Great Hall. I'd rather wait until I have a better way to open them. And this will actually trigger my experiment too for the first time. So let's see what happens. Oh. Okay, it gave me the worst dare. And I'm pretty sure I just don't want to keep going with this, so all that I'm going to do at this point is just see if I can draft another 2-gem room. I don't know if it's possible to replace the same dare that I just replaced. I'm guessing it isn't. I can't even buy any more gems here. I was hoping for that. Try this and see what other experiment trigger I can get. Okay, so replace dare number 6, which I am forgetting at the moment what that was before. I probably should have taken a screenshot, but anyway, I'm just not willing to play with this dare number 8, so I'm going to call it a day, and it's going to give me a game over here. And I'll just restart this day.
And
that's like the one dare, or like one of maybe 2 or 3 dares that I'm just not willing to play with. It's too painful.
And wonder why daring feels just like defeat.
All right, let's try this again. This time I'm going to screenshot my dares so I can remember what I have when one gets replaced. Day 25, take 2. Dare number 6 was never touch the center door in the entrance hall. That's a really easy one too. So if I'm gonna replace one, then I'd rather it be something else, not that one. I would actually really like to see the shrine here. I haven't seen that in quite some time. Shelter's also great, but Shrine would make it so I could get Blessing of the Tinkerer going, and then that would lead to more experiment triggers. But Shelter also lets me start the experiment in the first place, so it's probably the actual best outer room until I'm happy with my dares. I'll do whenever you draft a shop room. I think that's the most consistent one. Forgot I have a magnifying glass in coat check. That's been there for so long. And actually, I kind of need that since like I was just saying, I will need a burning glass at some point if I want to, get the satellite dish raised. So I'll actually take this in the hopes that I can maybe get the workshop and the metal detector and combine them. Alright, lavatory to rare. That's easy. And then I'll just have to say, you know, if I happen to get the dare where you have to spend 30 seconds on the lavatory, that I will not accept that dare either. Weight room is actually pretty good, but not as good as it would be in a regular playthrough because I do have the dare where I can't go below 20 steps. So I think I'll bump this to unusual, but nothing more than that. Bunk room. I've never been a fan of this room. It's like alright, but it's worse than most other dead ends in my opinion, so I'm actually putting that at rare. I feel comfortable doing that. So that's 2 different dead ends that I just moved to rare, so that's pretty good. I'll be seeing those a lot less. Workshop. Now if I can just get a metal detector, then I can turn them into a burning glass. And it could be for sale in the commissary, plus this will trigger my experiment. Let's see what happened. Pulling up my screenshot of my dares. What's different here? Oh, dare number... Oh my god, this is so good! This is so good. My elevator dare got replaced with I dare you to never eat fruit again, which is perhaps the easiest dare. At least it's one of the easiest for sure. Okay, I need to not get a game over today because this needs to save. This is absolutely crucial that I keep this dare. Huge breakthrough here. Okay, metal detector? I don't see it. No. But shovel's good. Kind of just want to buy a couple gems too. Do that. I honestly, like, I don't really care about this day so much anymore because I already got something very good out of it, so I'm just going to dead end myself here. Question is, do I want guest bedroom or clock tower? Guest bedroom has the chance to give me stars or allowance. The clock tower's some guaranteed keys, and it would be at least 2 keys because I have another tomorrow room here. So I think I'll take the clock tower. That seems good. See if there's any stopwatch or anything else fun up here. There is a stopwatch, all right. Okay, well, this is game over, but I'm fine with that. I'll just take the pantry and then take this back into... And I won't touch that fruit. I need to remember that. And is this just it? I think I can just call it a day. Actually, wait, what happens if I co-check the stopwatch? I've never tried that before. When you take it out, does it get the full 60 seconds again? No, it's just, okay. I'm curious how that would work if I took it back on a future day, but I'm guessing it would just save the remaining duration. So what do I actually want to check? Maybe battery pack? Doubles probably the actual best item here on its own, but battery pack is a little harder to get. I'll just take the shovel because it's like universally useful. And I'm gonna end my day before I accidentally do something that fails a dare. I don't know what that would be, but I just need this day to save because that's exactly what I was hoping for. Like, I almost couldn't have chosen anything better than what I just got. The only way it could be better, I think, is if it replaced the first dare instead of the 7th dare. And then I wouldn't have to worry about my backtracking restriction anymore. I could live without using elevators with that in mind, but... yeah, that's fantastic. So now, and I have the foundation all set up already as well. So next time I get into the foundation, I can also go down there and get the upgrade disc. I can also use the elevator to get to the chess puzzle if I end up being able to do the chess puzzle. That's probably a long shot, but good to know that I have the option. Shrine. I was just asking for that. Question is, do I still want to re-roll my dares at this point? I mean, I still would really love to get rid of the backtracking one. But apart from that, like, the rest of them are pretty decent. Like, yeah, I mean, I'll try this. I'm just gonna need to quickly look up how many coins I need to put in here. Just bear with me for a second. So I have 14 coins. That's enough to get any blessing that I want except Berry Picker. If I want Tinkerer, then I would put in 11 coins to get 3 days of it. There are some other good options for blessings, but I think Tinkerer is probably the one that I want the most. It just fits what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to put in 11 coins. Now, anytime I draft a mechanical room, it will trigger my experiment. Pressure's starting to rise with these parlor puzzles. they're getting into territory where I can't just solve them instantly. I actually have to think about them a bit. This is the one that I just had, though. Because I guess the last time I did it was on the day where I intentionally failed a dare. So if I remember right, they're in white. And the white is the true statement, and then so it's false that only one statement is false. And it's false that the gems are, yep, okay, so they're in here. I could just dead end myself here, that wouldn't be the worst thing. But bedroom's probably better. Can't eat fruit. I do need to remember that. That's like I'm the type of player who will just instantly click on anything that I can click on. So the fruit dare, while it is very easy, I could also see myself failing it at some point by accident. So I just need to be careful. Don't go clicking wildly. -20 - 10 is 10, times 2 is 20. 16 minus 6 is 10, times 20 is 200, divided by 10 is 20. 19 minus 11 is 8, times 3 is 24, divided by 12 is 2. Oh, this sucks. None of the doors go into the foundation. I have not started an experiment yet. I have to remember the shop room experiment was yesterday, so I think the nursery is probably the best pick here. Because I don't have enough coins to really buy much at the commissary either. By the way, I just have to say, the idea of the fruit dare is really funny to me. Like, Herbert's writing like a list of challenges for Simon as he's dying. And he writes down, "Simon, my nephew, you must never eat fruit again." It's like not even... the way it's worded, it makes it sound like it's not just while he's drafting in the manor. It's like, never eat fruit, ever. Bunk room would give me 10 steps with the nursery. Observatory would give me a star, but it also put me at 1 gem, which isn't good. Game doesn't want me to get into the foundation, I guess. I've got one more chance here. But... I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm at a pretty good number of stars now, so the observatory has turned into a really good room. That 5 gems definitely will make a difference here. I don't love spending 3 gems on the rotunda, but it's probably the best option here because it lets me go north and east in addition to south. I really do need a room with a terminal, though. That was one thing that I would have gotten out of the office, is since I can go in the foundation and get the upgrade disc in there, I'm going to need somewhere to use the upgrade disc. Study would give me a gem, but it also closes off my pathing a little bit more. And I need another key, too. I'm almost out of keys. Chamber of Mirrors, I have no faith that I'm going to be able to get to the other side of that. It'd be nice if I could, though, but no, actually it's impossible because I can't draft south. Dead end would be alright here. Although it does kind of make it unlikely I'm going to be able to get to any of these rooms up here, so suppose I'll take the pool. I'm running really low on keys and gems, though. This would get me more keys, but I would be out of gems then. So I think I'm more comfortable with either of these other choices. Planetarium would be good to end the room or end the day in, but I have to consider that I have to get back here without stepping in any room more than 3 times. So I think I'll actually just take the closet. Laboratory gives me the terminal that I was looking for, but it also spends my last gem, which is bad. Workshop. Wow, I really only have a sledgehammer? For some reason I thought I had at least one more item. I'm so worried that I'm just not going to find another gem if I take this. I better just take the workshop. Oh, of course there's a security door in here. Can I see what the item is? It looks like a broken lever. Morning room would give me the gems that I'm missing. Walk-in closet could give me something useful too. Commissary. I don't think that's really worth it. I'll do the morning room. This day is a little bit of a flop, so I'll at least just get some gems to keep it going a little while longer, and then also get more gems tomorrow. Let's see if I can make anything else. Oh wait, I can't make anything else happen because there's a security door. Okay, so I think that's it for this day then. I didn't get to do anything with my Blessing of the Tinkerer, but that's kind of unlikely. like, usually I get some sort of terminal room early on, so we'll hope for that tomorrow. I think I'm hoping for either a tool shed or a shelter out here at this point. Tomb is basically just 5 coins. It doesn't really do anything for me. A trading post is very hard to make use of when I still have the dare preventing me from backtracking. Sledgehammer and metal detector are really good. I could, you know, that gives me hope that maybe I could get the satellite dish today. I would just need a shovel and a magnifying glass, and then I could make that happen in a workshop. So before I forget, I'm gonna commit a little property destruction here. So know that microchip should just be on the floor for future days. I don't think this gets fixed day over day. I could pick it up and go put it in the grotto, but that would mean stepping in the entrance hall again, and I want to avoid that. I'm actually surprised that it doesn't have a tally mark on there right now. Like, shouldn't... Because I left and I came back, so... Yeah, I've still got this dare. Interesting. Maybe it doesn't count the first time you step back in from outside, and I'm just noticing that now. We do have the magnifying glass. That means I can make the burning glass right now. That, you know, that hurts my progression on this specific day because metal detector is really good. But I can do some permanent stuff with this, so it's totally worth it. And then the commissary could have the shovel, too. Oh, there's actually an upgrade disc in here. That's pretty good, too. I can't afford it at the moment, but I should be able to soon. Pantry would give me enough. Then I would just need to be able to find a terminal. Not touching the fruit. I like pool here for the doors. I don't love that I have to spend a gem. Alright, the box next to this box is false. A box next to this box is true. The box next to this box contains gems. So let's say this is true and the white box has gems. Then this would be true as well. This would have to be false. Which works, because this would be true. Okay, that seems easy. I don't think I want to keep going in the foundation quite yet. Well, actually I suppose I could go grab the upgrade disc now. Just be prepared when I get a terminal, but I didn't actually buy the one out of the commissary yet either. So I still need to go back and do that. Oh, this is gonna mean... I messed up. This is gonna mean next time I go in the pool, that's my third time in there. So that just ruined my ability to backtrack, but I can at least get back outside and use the burning glass. And that's kind of the main thing I need to do. I could also use it in the chapel for fun. Might as well. Then this will be available to me in case I need it at some point. The Keeper of Tithes. Thinking about taking garage here because I have no keys, and then if I could connect this kitchen up to the foundation, then I could keep going with this day. Alright, so I cannot step in the pool anymore. I can only go through the kitchen, and I can make one more trip to the workshop and the commissary as needed. This is my second time in the entrance hall. So should I just go outside and use the burning glass now? I feel like I should, just to make sure that I don't forget or lose the ability to do that. Oh, okay. I was thinking I could actually go down and light the torch room as well. But apparently this last flame is not lit, so that means... I'm pretty sure that I've taken the schoolhouse on 2 separate days, so I must have gotten game overs on both of those days and not had that save. That's a shame. Would have been nice to do 3 things, or even 4 things with the burning glass all on the same day. But I'll take the tunnel floor plan. Now I need to go scorch the sundial base. Spoilers for late game puzzle. I guess I could have grabbed the microchip and taken it out here too. Too late now, but it should still be there on future days. I don't remember how you have to turn this. I think I honestly just kind of solved this randomly when I first got here in my original playthrough. I think it has to be pointing at the sacred hour or something, but it's from a specific perspective. I don't remember how this works. Usually just clicking randomly has solved it for me by this point when I've done it before. I'm getting unlucky this time. Do I need to actually look this up? I feel like it was something like this. Like this was pointing here. It should be like the hour hand. If I'm thinking of this as a clock, it should be like this, but I just don't know which way it should be facing. There we go. Yeah, so I think this way, maybe this way is north that I'm facing right now. And so that's like pointing at the 1 on a clock, and this is pointing at the 6. Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I got this open. That's what I needed to do, and now it's ready for me to put microchips in on a different day. Or I mean, it could still be this day if I found a shovel. I just don't have a shovel at the moment. I'm thinking I should just go buy that upgrade disc now. And then, more than anything, just try to get a terminal at this point. And I'll buy a gem as well, I guess. Can afford it. It would be cool if I could get a coat check as well, and then I could keep this burning glass, since there's, I think, a few things I can still do with it. Not as important things, but there are other uses. Crafting studio. I like the vestibule a lot. I think that's the pick here for sure. Oh, I almost touched that fruit. It's so tempting. Okay, we got a terminal. I know I can't draft out of the east door there, but that's fine, because getting the terminal is really all that I care about. Let's see what we can upgrade. Cloister, that's a pretty good one, depending what I get. I like Cloister of Rinna. Cloister of Draxus is also situationally amazing. I feel like it might be less good in my dare mode save because my drafting is so much more limited. I don't have the freedom to just take dead ends and be fine with it, necessarily. So I think Rinna might be better for this. Both of them are upgrades that I've used before, where I've never used Vea in the past, but Vea just doesn't sound that good to me. I don't even know how many rooms have fireplaces. I don't think it's that many. And one of them is the den, which I can't take, so I think Rinna's going to be the choice. Draxus could have been better, I'm just not sure. It seems riskier. So, I've been in the pool 3 times already. I remember saying that, so I can't go back there and go through the foundation. Unfortunately, because if I could, then I could get the upgrade disc there, but the one from the commissary is higher priority because that one isn't always there. So I'm fine with just being done with this day now. It's a pretty successful one. And now all I need to do is find a shovel, and then I can get the satellite dish raised. I also still have Blessing of the Tinkerer for one more day. Would be nice to actually do something with that, since it did nothing the last 2 days. pick up the microchip just in case I need that later. Interesting, so it's offering the shrine even though I already have a blessing running. I definitely don't want that. Schoolhouse would let me get the elevator out here going, so I think I'll do that. I really don't like the schoolhouse very much as a room when I'm not actually trying to do the exam or anything like that. But I would like to get this blue flame lit permanently, especially now that I'm allowed to use elevators. I think I can I remember there can be items in here sometimes too. I think I was watching somebody else play and they had an item spawn in here and they were all surprised by it, and so was I, because I didn't know that could happen. But I didn't see anything in there just now. I'll try the library, see what that gives me. Is there a shovel in here? Nope, that's a sledgehammer, I think. Chamber of Mirrors already. It could be interesting, but I would need to get all the way up and around it to the north side of it. Which sounds hard to do when my only other path is over here. So, I mean, this is effectively a dead end. So I don't think I want to do that. I'll just take the observatory. I should be getting some pretty good benefits here now. I don't want this one, but I do want this and this. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. The white box is true. So if they're in the white box, then these two are true. And this one is also true, so that doesn't work. That means that the white box is not true. That's false. This is false, and this is true. Meaning that they're in the black box, right? Yep, not too hard. It now, I think, is the time to go back to the workshop. I could open these... Oh, wait, there's a sledgehammer in here. I almost spent a key there when that would have been stupid. Yay, conservatory. And another chunk. Solarium, I don't think this is good enough to justify leaving it at standard. I think I'll move that to unusual. Or honestly, like even rare would probably be arguably good, because this room just is not that great, apart from the very first time when you get the allowance token there. I'll leave it unusual. Kitchen, commonplace. I think that's good. I don't think I want to change that. Observatory, I'm going to put this at commonplace. I really like the observatory. And I get a dead end here. Guest bedroom. I like this room a lot. It's really fun. Okay, it's a nursery. Easy. What do I get from this? A key. Not too exciting, but I'll take it. Lockpick kit is really nice. And a key card is extremely nice. I feel good about that. The garage could be here, it could be good here, but I do already have 3 keys, so I think I'd rather go north. The 10 just shows up so much. Every time it's shown up in the conservatory, which I think was twice, I changed it to rare. And then, of course, I failed a dare later that day, so it didn't save. So the den is still commonplace. I just see it constantly, but I'm not allowed to take it. I'll try the classroom here. See if I can re-roll to something good when I draw. Do I want to use the silver key here? I don't think I do. I'd rather use it somewhere where all 4 doors will be useful. Although I guess that's kind of... Well, no, never mind. Yeah, that'll happen sooner or later. I don't love any of these choices, and I have 4 redraws, so I'm going to use them. Security would get a terminal for me, although it would be... No, I could actually get here from the Foundation pretty easily. That would get me an upgrade. The only problem is I really wish that the doors were going the other way, but that's not too bad because I can get north from the Foundation as well. So I'll take that. That's good. There's a security door here, which I am able to open for once. Weight room. Really good doors. As always, I just have to think about the downside of the steps. I'm gonna do it. This could backfire, but I'm just gonna count on finding some steps soon. I do have the kitchenette commonplace. I have a nursery though, like a fake nursery with the guest bedroom, so bedrooms would help a lot too. I could have triggered the experiment if I had done this before I drafted that red room just now, but that also would have left me at 24 steps, so probably not good. I'll do the bedroom one since I just said I'm going to be looking for bedrooms anyway. And also I can trigger the experiment with Blessing of the Tinkerer now. Only other thing is, since I have a key card, I should set the security to high. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I can't go back to the foundation and come back here right now. I need more steps first. Entry does not give me any steps since I'm not allowed to eat fruit. But it does have good pathing. Silver key's probably good here. It's not as good as it could be. I'm gonna try this door first. Boiler room has the best doors, I think. Well, yeah, boiler room has the best doors. I'll take that. Oh, and right, that it triggers the experiment. So what do we have here? Dare number 1 is still there, unfortunately. Oh no, dare number 8 became the elevator dare. What a twist. Guess I'll keep that. Like, I still need to get rid of that then, or get rid of dare number 1. But this dare on its own is not that bad. Like, I can deal with that. So I don't want to give up on this day just because of that. Even though it's annoying that I just got rid of this dare and now it's back. It's really funny, actually. Okay, I'm just going to use a regular key here. I really want a kitchen more than anything, I think. Oh, a boudoir would work for giving me 5 steps from the nursery. Seems good. Wait, experiment successful? Oh, right, the bedroom. That was the actual experiment trigger. Dare number 1, it's different. I can backtrack again. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Yay! Okay. This list of dares right here, I can totally work with. Like, I don't actually need to change them at this point, I don't think. There's a few that, you know, like, I'd love to get rid of. Like, I'd love to be able to draft all 5 rooms in a rank. I'd love to be able to draft facing south, but those aren't things that prevent me from beating the game. They're just challenges. So now I'm like, do I even try to replace anymore? Because that could get me into trouble and make things worse rather than better at this point. I don't know, that's tough. Morning room gets me gems for tomorrow. How am I doing on steps? So, okay, so since I got rid of the steps dare, I'm actually completely... Oh, no, never mind. I was about to say, now I can go back to the foundation and get the upgrade disc, but of course I can't, because now I can't ride the elevator anymore. But I do have 32 steps instead of effectively 12, so I can do other things with my day, I just can't do that. Aquarium would be another trigger, since it's a bedroom. Dining room would give me steps, though, that I don't need as badly now as I did a moment ago. I'm not gonna get greedy yet. I don't want to trigger my experiment any more times today, because it could mess everything up. And I really want to save what I have right now before I start risking any further changes. So I'm going to avoid bedrooms now and avoid mechanical rooms. No more triggers allowed today. Oh, I do have a boiler room in my house too, so This country stew pie is extra delicious. Using my last regular key here. I guess classroom, just so I can redraw for free. I almost touched the apple. Don't touch fruit. Evil. This is a weird place to use a silver key. I guess it just means I'm more likely to get tea rooms, which is not needed right now, but I don't have any regular keys left, and my lockpick kit let me down here, so... Okay, no aquarium. I don't want a trigger. Conference room would be alright. I could also redraw, just see if I can get something even better. The conference room would be okay. I'm just gonna redraw because I have 5 of them. I might as well see what else I can get. Drawing room would be pretty good too. I'll do that. I'd like to be able to go east out of this room, but spending 2 gems does not seem the best, so I'm going to try redrawing. Drafting studio would also be good. I can just get that extra bit of permanent progress. Planetarium would also be good. I'm free to backtrack as much as I want now, so I would be free to come back here and end the day here. Especially since I still have 58 steps, so I think I'm actually going to do that. I have the drafting room at standard now, so it's... What? No! No, 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 no. I drafted facing south. Why did I do that?
To my dreams. And the
I was too excited. I just completely forgot about this rule, which I'd been doing so well with. That's... Ugh, that's so frustrating.
Feels just like defeat.
Just when I thought I was free from the backtracking curse. Okay, well, a disappointing end to this episode, but I'm actually having a lot of fun right now, so I'm going to keep playing, but I'll just take a quick pause here. End this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.